This is the final program of the Radio Theater Festival. This is the Sunday second act, the third program of the 2020 Radio Theater Festival presented by South Baldwin Community Theater in Gulf Shores, Alabama. This is a rehearsal track for My Man Godfrey. Since our rehearsal time and space will be extremely limited, we're going to provide you an opportunity for virtual rehearsals. That means you rehearse along with us. Melissa and I are at the kitchen table, and we are simply going to slam through this as best we can, doing all of the different parts as best we can, and doing the sound effects, mixing them live off of the computer, off of the speakers, with just one microphone between us here at the kitchen table. So without any further ado, South Baldwin Community Theater rehearsal track for My Man Godfrey. From Hollywood, California, the Lux Radio Theater presents My Man Godfrey. First, a word of thanks to you, our loyal listeners. It's because of your continued purchases of our products, Lux Toilet Soap and Lux Flakes, that we're able to bring you these programs. We take this opportunity to express our gratitude to the Women's National Radio Committee, which, representing 2 million members of women's clubs the country over, has just voted the Lux Radio Theater the best dramatic program on the air. It's a gorgeous night on New York's waterfront. Softly, the moonlight tips the majestic spires of the Queensboro Bridge with a silvery glow and comes gently to rest on a pile of refuse known as the City Dump. In the center of this wasteland, a small fire is burning, and our man Godfrey, in tattered clothes with a 3-day growth of beard, sits on a packing case warming his hands. A 16-cylinder motor purrs softly into the scene and comes to a stop. 3 people alight. One of them, a young lady in evening clothes, steps gingerly toward the fire.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How would you like to make $5?
How would I didn't quite catch what you said.
I said, how would you like to make $5?
Well, I don't want to seem inquisitive, but what would I have to do for it?
Oh, all you have to do is go to the Waldorf Rich Hotel with me, and I'll show you to a few people, and then I'll send you right back.
May I inquire just why you would want to show me to the people at the Waldorf Ritz?
Well, if you must know, it's a game, a scavenger hunt. If I find a forgotten man first, I win. Is that clear?
Yes, quite clear. Shall I wear my tails, or just come as I am?
Now you needn't be fresh. Do you want the $5 or don't you?
Madam, I can't tell you how flattered I am by your very generous offer.
What are you doing? Get away from me!
However, I'm afraid I shall have to take it up with my board of directors.
Don't you push me!
And no matter what my board of directors advise, I think you should be spanked.
Oh! You knocked me down! You deliberately pushed me into that junk pile!
No, I didn't. But it suited you nicely.
George! George!
I saw that. I saw what you did. Are you in the habit of hitting ladies? Maybe. Maybe I'm in the habit of hitting gentlemen also, if that would interest you. Don't you touch me.
George, aren't you going to do anything?
I certainly am. I'm going to get a policeman. Come along.
George! Come back here, George!
Get in, dear. I'll show that fellow.
Oh, hello.
Hello? Who are you?
I'm Irene. That was my sister Cornelia you pushed into the ash pile.
How would you like to have me push Cornelia's sister into an ash pile?
Oh, I don't think I'd like it.
Wait a minute. Are you a member of this hunting party?
I was, but I'm not now. It's the funniest thing. I couldn't help but laugh. You know, I've wanted to do that ever since I was 6 years old.
You wanted to do what?
Oh, push Cornelia into something. You know, a pile of ashes or something. Cornelia thought she was going to win, and you pushed her into a pile of ashes.
Look, do you think you could follow an intelligent conversation for just a moment?
Uh-huh, I'll try.
Well, that's fine. Do you mind telling me just what a scavenger hunt is?
Well, a scavenger hunt is exactly like a treasure hunt, except in a scavenger hunt you find something you want, and in a scavenger hunt you try to find something nobody wants. And the one that wins gets a prize, only there really isn't a prize because all the money goes to charity. That is, if there's any money left over, but then there never is.
Well, that clears the whole matter up beautifully.
Oh, thank you. Well, I suppose I should be good, shouldn't I?
That's a good idea.
I want to see who won the game, but I suppose it was Cornelia again. She probably got another forgotten man by now.
You mean if you took me along with you that you'd win the game? Is that the idea?
Well, I might if I got there first.
Let's beat Cornelia.
You wouldn't be asking too much?
Not at all. I'm very curious. I'd really like to see just what a scavenger hunt looks like.
Oh, but I just told you.
Yes, but I'm still curious. Crowd buzzing, buzz, 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 buzz. Ladies and gentlemen, please, ladies and gentlemen, quiet, please. Your attention, please. Miss Bullock has the forgotten man. Yay, yay, delight, approval, yay. Here he is. Would you mind stepping up on the platform, please?
Yes, get right on the platform, Godfrey. No, doesn't he look funny?
Just stand over there. Yes, between the monkey and the goat.
No wonder he's a forgotten man.
Now, do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Fire away. What is your address? City Dump, 32, East River, Sutton Place. Quiet, please, ladies and gentlemen. Is that your permanent address? Well, the permanency is rather questionable. You see, the place is being rapidly filled in. Do you mind? May I ask you a personal question? If it isn't too personal. Are those whiskers yours? No one else has claimed them. Thank you. Now, just one more question. Are you wanted by the police? Oh, that's just the trouble. Nobody wants me. Oh, a very good answer.
Splendid, Godfrey.
The committee is satisfied. Miss Irene Bullock wins the scavenger hunt for the forgotten man. Ho, ho, ho! Bravo, bravo! Speak.
He's going to speak.
Oh, quiet. My purpose in coming here tonight was twofold. First, I wanted to aid this young lady. Second, I was curious to see how a bunch of empty-headed nitwits conducted themselves. Nitwits? What? What was he on? My curiosity is satisfied. I assure you, it will be a pleasure for me to go back to a society of really important people. Good night, you ladies and gentlemen. Murmur, uncomfortable murmur.
Godfrey, wait! Oh, Godfrey, I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, I'd never brought you in here if I thought they were going to humiliate you. You know, I'm terribly grateful. It's the first time I've ever beaten Cornelia at anything, and you helped me do it. Oh, I wish there was something I could do for you.
Why?
Because you've done something for me, don't you see?
Well, I could use a job if you've got one lying around loose.
Oh, can you buttle?
Buttle?
Yes, we're fresh out of butlers. We had one left this morning.
I'm afraid I wouldn't be much good at that.
Oh, yes, you would. You're going to be the best butler we ever had.
You really think so?
Oh, I do.
Well, all right. Thank you.
Good night, Godfrey.
Oh, good night, Miss Bullock.
Good night. Well?
I beg your pardon. I'm the,
Yes, you're the new butler. Well, I'm the old maid. Come in.
Oh, thank you. How did you know I was the new butler?
Oh, there's a new one every morning at this hour. They're dropping in and out all the time.
Oh, is the family that exacting?
No, they're not nutty.
Oh, I see. Well, does the butler have quarters here at the house, or isn't that necessary?
Oh, you won't need any quarters. Just hang your hat near the door so you can get it quickly on your way out.
What's that?
Oh, that's the old battle axe. She usually rings about this time.
The old battle axe?
Yeah, Miss Bullock. She's the mother type. If she has the jitters, and she usually does, she'll ring again in a minute in no uncertain terms. Then, brother, you better grab her tomato juice and get going. Well, there she goes. Well, Cupid, this is your big opportunity.
Shall I take it to her?
Yeah, but you might as well know the worst. But I want to warn you, she sees pixies.
pixies.
Uh-huh. You know, the little men.
Oh, those.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Where do I find her?
Upstairs. She's in the first cage on the right.
Well, wish me luck.
Happy landings. Who is it?
Good morning, Mrs. Bullock.
Good morning. What day is it, Molly?
I'm not Molly.
Who isn't Molly?
I'm not.
Well, stop jumping up and down so I can see who you are.
I'm not jumping.
That's better. What's your name?
Godfrey.
Are you someone I know?
We met last night at the Waldorf Ritz. I'm the forgotten man.
Oh, so many people have such bad memories.
That's the truth. Will you drink this now?
What's that?
It's pixie remover.
Oh, then you see them too.
Oh, yes, we're old friends.
Yes, but you mustn't step on them. I don't like them, but I don't like seeing them stepped on.
I'll be very careful. I wouldn't hurt them for all the world.
Thank you. You are a great help. Go away. Go away, little men. Go away. Choo, choo, choo. Oh, there they go. You are very comforting, Godfrey. Good night.
Good night.
Well, I put your hat in your valise at the foot of the stairs.
I think I won the first round.
You mean you're still working here?
I haven't heard anything to the contrary.
Well, you just got by the cub. Now I'll try the lioness.
Oh, which is she?
Her name's Cornelia. She's a sweet-tempered little number.
Oh, yes, I met her last night. Let me have a tray.
Second door.
Thanks.
Who is it?
Good evening. Good morning.
What do you mean by barging into my room, you?
But I...
Get out! Get out, you!
Wait, you don't have to...
Get out! Get out, I say, and don't come back! Hello?
Hello. I'm afraid I lost the second round.
Hey, Molly, cut out all that noise and bring me some breakfast. Opportunity never stops knocking in this house. That's Irene. You want to try again?
Here goes.
Lots of luck.
Good morning. I brought you breakfast.
Oh. Are you the new butler?
Don't you remember? Last night.
Well, what happened to Godfrey?
I'm Godfrey.
Oh, you look so different. What happened to those nice whiskers? Turn around. Let me look at you. Oh, you're the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Thank you. Will there be anything else?
Yes. Sit down and talk. You know, I like to talk in the morning when your head is clear, especially when you've been somewhere the night before. Sit down.
Well, if you insist, but it doesn't seem very good form for a butler.
Oh, you're more than a butler. You're the first protege I've ever had.
A protege?
Yeah, you know, like Carlo.
Who is Carlo?
He's Mother's protege.
Oh.
You know, it's awfully nice Carlo having a sponsor because then he doesn't have to work and he gets more time for his practicing, but then he never does. And that makes a difference.
Yes, I imagine it would.
It makes me feel so mature and grown up.
What does?
Having a protege. You're the first one I've ever had. Terribly thrilling. Not only does it occupy my mind, but I think it's character building too.
Just what does a protege have to do?
Oh, you just go on butling and I sponsor you. Don't you see?
It's getting clearer.
Well, it's not really much work, but it gives you something to think of. And it's going to be such fun.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be heaps of fun. But you see, a protege has certain responsibilities also. For instance, if someone should ring for me now, and I didn't answer, that would reflect upon you, because you're my sponsor, don't you see?
Yes. Yeah, I suppose it would. I never thought of that. Well, you don't know how nice it is having some intelligent person to talk to.
Yes, it's been very enlightening to me, too.
I just thought of something else. Do you know what you are?
I'm not quite sure.
You're my responsibility.
Oh, that's very nice.
Well, see you in the church.
Yes. Yes, see you in church.
Goodbye, Godfrey.
Goodbye, miss.
Oh, Godfrey.
Yes, Miss Cornelia?
I see you're still with us, Godfrey.
Yes, miss.
I didn't think you'd last a full day.
Thank you, miss.
Do you like your place here? I mean, so far as you've gone.
I must admit it is more desirable than living in a packing case on a city dump.
Oh, that's where I met you. Yes, I remember now. You were very amusing.
I'm very sorry, miss.
Oh, I don't mind at all. Have you a handkerchief? There's a spot on my shoe. Would you see what you could do about it?
Of course, miss.
I could have you fired, you know. But I like to see things wriggle. When I get through with you, you'll go back to your packing case on the city dump and relish it. I'll make your life miserable. Hello, Godfrey.
Good evening, Miss Irene.
Ooh, I like your new monkey suit.
Thank you for picking it out.
How do you like my new lounging pajamas?
I think they're very nice. Thank you.
I heard what you said to Godfrey. So what? So what? You leave him alone. So who's going to make me leave him alone? If you don't, you'll get a good suck from me. Oh, the physical type. What I say goes.
May I come in?
You're in, aren't you?
Good evening, Irene.
Hello, Carlo.
I've just been reading a very interesting book, The Greeks of the Middle Ages.
Oh, Irene would like that. You love the Middle Ages, don't you, dear? Shut up. Well, here we are.
Oh, Mrs. Bullock, kave pajitsve.
Oh, Carlo, you're so continental. Oh, and it's so nice to see you girls having a pleasant chat. Or is it a pleasant chat?
Well, well, well. Imagine the Bullocks gathered together, all in one room.
Don't forget Carlo, Alexander.
Oh, I'm not going to forget Carlo. Oh, don't bother about me, Mr. Bullock. I feel like one of the family. Then you don't mind if I discuss a few family matters, do you, Carlo, my boy? Oh, no, not at all.
Oh, Alexander, you're not going to bring up those sword business matters again, I hope.
I've just been going over last month's bills, and I find that you people have me confused with the Treasury Department.
Oh, don't start that again, Dad.
I've got to start it, the way you people are throwing my money around. Money, money, money! The Frankenstein monster that destroys souls. What? Say, listen.
Please don't say any more about it. You're upsetting Carlo.
Oh, Carlo! Who's the head of this house? Carlo or me?
Shh, Godfrey.
Your cocktail, sir. Thank you, Godfrey. Not at all, sir. Miss Irene.
Oh, did you make them, Godfrey?
I helped.
Oh, they must be wonderful. I'd like to help sometime if you'll let me.
I'd feel honored.
While we're on the subject, how about this business of certain people picking up anybody they find on the city dump and dragging them into the house? For all we know, we might all be stabbed in the back some night and robbed. Who's going to stab who, Cornelia? Well, we don't know a thing about certain people. You shut up. I will not shut up. My life's precious to me. Well, it won't be in a minute. I think we should get our help from employment agencies.
Well, I don't know, but what I agree with Cornelia.
Why, you... Alexander, you've upset Carla, and now you're upsetting Irene. Don't you remember her breakdown last summer? I do. That's why I'm not paying any attention to this. Well, if Mother can sponsor Carla, why can't I sponsor Godfrey? Oh, Godfrey knows I'm not being personal, but after all, none of us would like to wake up with some morning stabbed to death. Now, Cornelia, you mustn't come between Irene and Godfrey. She's the only thing she's shown any affection for since her Pomeranian died last summer. Now, Irene, you mustn't have a spell.
What is all this nonsense?
Oh, quiet, please. You never did understand women. Why don't you go get a doctor? I don't want a doctor. Do you want an ice bag? I don't want an ice bag. I want to die. Oh, you mustn't be like that. Carla, do the gorilla for Irene. It always amuses her.
I'm not in the mood.
Well, stop eating those hors d'oeuvres and get in the mood.
All right, I'll do it, but my heart won't be in it.
Irene, be a good girl. Look, darling, Carla's going to imitate a gorilla for you.
A gorilla? I'd rather see him imitate a man.
Alexander!
This is too much. Too much. It certainly is. I'm getting out of this madhouse. I'll be at the club if you want me, and I hope you don't.
Well, I'm off for dinner. We must all get together again sometime. Goodbye, Irene. Irene? Are you feeling all right? Irene? Where's Godfrey? He's right here. Don't go away, Godfrey.
Angelica, we will be late for the concert.
I've got my things. I'll be right with you. Godfrey's right here, darling. Where? Right here. Look. See, darling? Godfrey, say hello to Irene so she'll know who you are.
Hello?
Oh, hello, Godfrey. And he's promised to stay on having you, Godfrey.
If I'm wanted.
Oh, of course you're wanted, isn't he, Irene? Yes. Go away. Yes, darling, I'm going. Goodbye, darling. Come on, Carlo, hurry.
Hurry, always hurry.
Oh, Godfrey?
Yes, miss.
Sit down, Godfrey. No, over here by me.
Yes, thank you, miss.
Godfrey, would you mind kissing me?
Miss Irene, I hardly think
Oh,
that...
Godfrey.
Here now. Please, wait, please, miss, Miss Irene, you mustn't...
There.
Excuse me.
Oh, Godfrey, come back here. Where are you going?
I'm going to my room.
Oh, Godfrey, wait for me. Godfrey! Godfrey! Open this door! Godfrey! Oh, there you are, Godfrey.
Please, Miss Irene, you can't come in here.
Why not? It's our house, isn't it? And after all, one room is just like any other room. Besides, I want to talk.
I'm terribly sorry, but we can't talk here.
Now, don't you think it's rather indecent of you to order me out after you've kissed me?
After I kissed you?
Of course, Godfrey. Don't you remember?
Miss Irene, hasn't anyone ever told you about certain proprieties?
Oh, you use such lovely big words. I like big words. What does it mean?
Well, you want me to remain on here as butler, don't you?
Of course.
And I want to justify your faith in me by being a very good butler. And in time, perhaps filling the void created by the death of your late lamented Pomeranian.
Oh, I'd forgotten all about him. He had fleas anyway. Besides, you're different. You use big words and you're so much cuter.
May I tell you a story?
I'd love it.
Well, once there was a very sentimental little girl with a very kind heart, and she helped a man who was very grateful. But then she became a nuisance and undid all the fine work she had done.
Oh, is it someone you know?
Her name is Irene Bullock, and if she were a smart little girl, she'd pick up some nice young chap in her own social set and marry him and live happily ever after, and never, never, never enter the butler's room again.
You mean I can never come in here again?
Never. Now, out you go.
Oh, Godfrey, stop!
Oh, this way, please.
No, I want to stay. Let
Outside,
me go.
please.
Well, you'll be sorry.
And don't ever come in here again.
You'll be sorry.
So ends Act 1 of My Man Godfrey. In a moment, our stars will be back for Act 2. Perhaps you have wondered, is there anything you can do about stocking runs? Yes, Lux Flakes cut down on embarrassing stocking runs because they save stocking elasticity. Think how much your sheer stocking stretches every time you bend your knee. If it isn't elastic, it breaks, a run pops. So you can see the importance of preserving elasticity with Lux Flakes. Soaps with harmful alkali and cake soap rubbing weaken elasticity. To get longer wear from your stockings, always wash them with Lux. And now, once again, My Man Godfrey. Two days have passed, during which Irene has shown an all too evident affection for her man Godfrey. In the Bullock living room, a cocktail party is in progress. Irene, dressed in mourning, watches with tragic eyes as Godfrey moves among the guests.
can never tell the difference between spades and trumps.
Some hors d'oeuvres, Mrs. Bullock.
Oh, yes, thank you, Godfrey.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, look, it's Tommy Gray, the polo player. Tommy, come over here. Irene, Cornelia, look who's here. Look who's here, dear.
How are you, Angelica?
Oh, I'm fine. Godfrey, where are you going? Don't go away.
Sorry.
Give Mr. Gray some hors d'oeuvres, Godfrey.
Very good, ma'am. Mr. Gray. Why, thank you. Well, if it isn't Godfrey Park. Smith, sir. Godfrey Smith. Smith? What do you mean, Smith?
Do you know Godfrey, Tommy?
Know him? We went to Harvard together.
Oh, imagine. A butler with a college education.
A butler? Say, is this a gag? Mr. Gray neglected to tell you that when we were in Harvard together, I was his valet.
Was he a good servant, Tommy?
Oh, excellent! What's this all about, Godfrey? I'll tell you later.
Strange you never gave Mr. Gray as a reference, Godfrey.
Well, you see, I left Mr. Gray under very unusual circumstances.
Oh, what was the circumstances?
I'd rather Mr. Gray told you about that.
Yes, go ahead, Tommy. Tell us. Tell us.
Yes, well, you see, Godfrey was working for us as a butler and so forth, and things were going along very well, but one day, you're sure you don't want to tell this, Godfrey? Oh, I'd so much rather you would, Mr. Gray. Oh, well, Godfrey was working for us for quite some time, and one day he came to me and he said, Mr. Gray, he said, I trust my work has been satisfactory, and I said, why, of course. I said, I've never had more satisfactory work in all my life, and he said, thank you, sir. He was always very courteous, Godfrey was.
And then he left?
Yeah, yes, that's it. He decided he had to leave.
Why?
Well, he decided in favor of his wife and 5 children.
5 children? Godfrey, why didn't you tell me you had 5 children?
You never asked, Miss Irene.
All I've got to say is if other people can have 5 children, so can other people. Listen, everybody. I want to make an announcement about something.
An announcement? What announcement?
I want to announce my engagement.
Oh, she's getting engaged. Well, congratulations. Who's the lucky man, Irene? Not Johnny Van Rumpel.
Yes, that's who it is. Johnny Van Rumpel.
Johnny Van Rumpel? Hey, how about that? Congratulations, Johnny. Godfrey, what is this all about? Meet me tomorrow, Waldorf Witt's Bar, 3 o'clock. I'll explain everything.
Isn't this engagement a little sudden, Irene? You shut up. Why don't you wish her luck, Godfrey? Yes, come congratulate Irene, Godfrey.
Why, certainly. May I congratulate you, Miss Irene. I wish you all the happiness in the world.
You wish? You? Irene? Now isn't that funny? Crying over her own engagement party. Sometimes I don't think my daughters are all there.
Godfrey! Over here! Oh, hello, Tommy. I thought you said you'd meet me at here at 3. Sorry, it took me a little longer than usual to make the beds. Oh, well, what are you drinking? I'll have a rousing lemonade. You sure you can handle it? 1 lemonade, 1 stinger, Joe. Yes, sir. Well, let's have it. What? The story! Well, when I wander into a Fifth Avenue asylum and see one of the parks of Boston serving hors d'oeuvres, there must be a story. Yes, there is, Tommy. Do you remember that little incident up in Boston? Oh, you still have that woman on your mind. Not anymore, but I was pretty bitter at the time. So I gave her everything I had and just disappeared. And? Well, Tommy, it's surprising how fast you can go downhill when you begin to feel sorry for yourself. And boy, did I feel sorry for myself. I wandered down to the East River one night thinking I'd just slide in and get it over with. But I met some fellows living down there on the city dump, fellows who were fighting it out and not complaining. I never got as far as the river. What happened? I did all sorts of things just to live. Then something happened. I got this chance to do this job, butling, a chance to rehabilitate myself. I took it. And that's all? That's all. But someday, Tommy, I'm going to do a little rehabilitating around that dump. And that's why I'm glad I met you. Me? You're going to help too. Excuse me, Mr. Gray. Yes? You're wanted on the phone, sir. Oh, I'll be right back, Godfrey. Righto.
Good afternoon, Godfrey.
Oh, good afternoon, Miss Cornelia.
May I sit down? Well, the mystery's solved, isn't it?
The mystery, Miss Cornelia?
Yes, now I know what a butler does on his day off. When you worked for Mr. Gray, were the two of you always this chummy?
Well, you see, I worked for Mr. Gray for a long time, and we got to be very...
I see. Well, if you can be so chummy with the Grays, why can't you be chummy with the Bullocks?
I try to keep my place.
Why? You're very attractive, you know.
As a butler?
No, as a smith. You're a rotten butler.
Sorry.
Are we going to be friends?
I feel that on my day off I should have the privilege of choosing my friends.
You can't go on like this forever. You really like me, and you're afraid to admit it, aren't you?
Do you want me to tell you what I really think of you?
Oh, please do.
You won't hold it against me.
Oh, it's your day off.
Very well. Miss Cornelia, you belong to that unfortunate category I would call the Park Avenue brat. A spoiled child who's grown up in ease and luxury, who always had her own way, and whose misdirected energies are so childish that they hardly deserve the comment of even a butler on his off Thursday.
Thank you for a very lovely portrait. Goodbye for now. I'll see you by the ash pile.
Waiter! Yes, sir? Change that order. Make it 2 stingers. Double.
Molly? Hi, Miss Irene. What are you doing? Sewing. Some buttons on a coat. Is it his coat? Yes, the coat is his. Oh, I'd like to sew some buttons on sometime when they come off. I wouldn't mind at all. I could do it right here, down in the kitchen. He don't lose very many. He's very tidy, isn't he? Aye. He's very tidy. What does he do on his day off? He never tells me. Oh, he's probably sitting somewhere with some woman on his lap. He's the meanest man I know. I think he's very mean. I suppose he's sitting somewhere with someone on his lap who doesn't care for him at all. Probably. As far as I know, maybe his children are there too, calling him. Oh, I can't bear it. Ah, please don't, miss. You too? Oh, Molly, I know exactly how you feel.
Good evening.
Godfrey.
How about a quartet? For tomorrow may bring sorrow, so tonight let us be gay.
Godfrey.
Hiya, Toots.
Look at you. Where have you been?
With a friend of mine drinking rousing lemonade.
Oh, dear. Mother! Father! Irene! Everyone! Come here, quick! What's the matter, Miss Cornelia? Mother! Father!
Here, what's the matter? What's going on around here now?
Father, my pearls.
What about your pearls?
They've been stolen. Stolen?
Oh, that's terrible. What will we do? Well, we'll call the police. That's what we'll do. That's the idea. Call the police. G-men. Give me the phone.
You don't have to bother. I've already called them. And I think I know who did it. In fact, I'm almost sure. What do you say, Godfrey?
Hiya, Toots. Chatter, chatter, Godfrey singing drunkenly in the background.
One at a time. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute! One at a time! Wait a minute! Quiet! All quiet abruptly. Now, when did you miss the pearls, Miss Bullock?
This afternoon when I came home. I had them on and I put them in my jewel case this morning after breakfast. She probably lost them. Last year she left them in a taxi.
Did anyone see you put the pearls in the case?
No. Oh, yes. Yes, Godfrey did. He was taking the tray out of my room. He saw me.
Godfrey, eh? Well, who's Godfrey? That's me. Me. Butler?
Yes, he's the best butler we've ever had. Oh, I'm sure Godfrey didn't do it. Although we don't know very much about him. My sister picked him up on the city dump.
Oh, I see.
Are you accusing Godfrey? I'm not accusing anyone. I want my necklace. Oh, it's silly to think of Godfrey wearing a pearl necklace.
Oh, yeah? Do you mind if we search your quarters, Godfrey? Not at all. This way, everybody. How much is... Shut up, will you? How can I find the pearls with everybody yelling? All the Bullocks quiet abruptly. I can't find them anyhow. Oh, where is my little dog gone? Oh, shut up, you! Miss Bullock, are you sure you lost your pearls?
Of course I'm sure.
Well, they're not in this room.
Look under the mattress.
What?
I said look under the mattress.
Oh, yes, that's a good place. Okay. Nope, they're not under here either.
Oh, but they must be.
What?
Nothing. What made you sure they'd be under the mattress, Cornelia?
Yeah, what made you so sure?
Yeah, what? Well, I just assumed. Well, that's where people usually hide things, isn't it? What are you up to?
There's something screwy around here. Yes, and I think I know who.
Yes, and so do I. Yeah.
Officer, this whole thing looks like a mistake. Now, if you'll just forget it, I'd be very much obliged. My daughter is, she's a little, you know. Yeah, I know. Only it ain't so little. Your coffee, sir. Listen to this, Godfrey. Mrs. Bullock and her 2 daughters sailed yesterday for a holiday cruise around the world. It is rumored that the younger daughter, Irene, is trying to forget a broken engagement plus another heartthrob, which is the real reason for the trip. Well, what do you think of that? It is a little quieter, sir. The socialite, Mrs. Bullock, and her 2 charming daughters relaxing on the beach at Deauville. They should relax. This is the first good rest I've had in 20 years. Expected home next week. Godfrey, they're coming home. Yes, sir. Your breakfast, sir. Never mind the breakfast. Just bring me a cup of coffee and 4 aspirins.
Hello, Godfrey.
Good evening, miss.
Doing the dishes?
Yes, it's the usual procedure after dinner.
It's nice to be home again, Godfrey.
It's nice to have you.
Did you mean it this afternoon when you said you missed me?
Why, yes, of course I did.
I mean, did you miss Cornelia and me, or just me?
Oh, I may have missed you a little more than I did Cornelia. Why?
Oh, I'm glad, because if you missed Cornelia more, then you probably would have missed me less. Oh, you look so cute in your apron. Oh, would you let me do something if I asked you?
Well, what do you want to do?
Wipe?
Oh, all right. And you can tell me all about your trip.
Oh, you won't get mad?
Oh, why should I?
Because every place I went, everybody was Godfrey.
Everybody, I don't want to seem dull, but I do seem to have a little trouble following you at times.
Well, for instance, whenever I go into a restaurant in Paris or any place, I close my eyes and I say, the waiter is Godfrey. And I'd say, I'm home and he's serving me dinner. Oh, and it made everything taste better. And then we went to Venice, and one night I went on a ride on one of those rowboats that a man pushes with a stick. Not a matador. No, that was Spain, but it was something like a matador.
Do you by any chance mean a gondola?
Oh, yes, and that was the name of the boat, and the man that pushed it sang, and he looked just like you. Oh, it was wonderful. I didn't even mind the smell.
Look, do you mind if I talk for a little bit while you catch your breath?
Oh, I'd love it.
Well, while you've been away, I've been doing some things also. I've been trying to do things that I thought would make you proud of me.
Oh, I was proud of you before I went away.
Yes, but I mean prouder still. You see, you helped me to find myself, and I'm very grateful.
Oh, you'd make a wonderful husband.
Oh, I'm afraid not. You're just grateful to me because I helped you beat Cornelia, and I'm grateful to you because you helped me to beat life. Now, that doesn't mean that we have to fall in love.
Well, if you don't want to, but I'd make a wonderful wife.
Oh, not for me, I'm afraid. But we are friends, and I feel a certain responsibility to you. That's why I wanted to tell you first.
Tell me what?
Well, I thought it was about time I was moving on.
Oh, Godfrey.
Oh, no, please. Please.
I won't cry. I promise.
That's fine. After all, I'm your protege. You want me to improve myself, don't you?
Yes.
That's very sweet.
Well, when are you leaving?
Oh, pretty soon. But I'll call you up every now and then, and we'll have long chats, and I'll let you know how I'm getting on, and we'll have lots of fun.
Are you going back to her?
To whom?
Your wife?
Wife? Oh! Oh, she was just a fabrication.
Oh, then you aren't married?
Well, of course not.
Then there aren't any 5 children?
Well, there couldn't very well be, could there?
Oh, Godfrey! Oh, Godfrey!
Did you ring, Miss Cornelia?
Come in, Godfrey. You needn't be so formal when we're alone.
Yes, miss.
There's a little matter I'd like to talk over with you. I met some people on the boat coming over. A Boston family. They know a great deal about a family called the Parks. Are you interested, Godfrey?
Slightly, yes.
Well, we can't talk here very well. Let's you and I take a long taxi ride out to Van Cortlandt Way. I heard what you said! Did you? He's not going anywhere with you. Oh, yes, he is. If he knows what's good for them. I'll be waiting, Godfrey. Well, he's not going. He's not. He's not. Godfrey, you can't go with Cornelia.
But I didn't say I was going any place with Miss Cornelia.
Oh, I know, but you will. She always gets her way. She makes everybody do just as he likes.
Why should you care whether I meet her or not?
Because I do care, that's why. Cornelia is the one who doesn't care.
But I think I should decide those things for myself.
Oh, Godfrey, I don't want to be annoying, but...
Oh, Miss Irene. Here now, get up, open your eyes. Do you hear me? Open your eyes. Now, if you're faking another fainting spell, you're on the wrong track. Are you faking? Oh, you're not, eh? All right. We'll soon find out. Now up she goes, and there's the girl. I'll just carry her inside. Godfrey knows how to take care of little Irene when she faints. Oh, yes, Godfrey will take care of everything. Right in here. Here we go. Does Godfrey know where she is now? No, Irene has her eyes closed. She's fainted. But Godfrey will soon fix Irene. Just sit right there. That's the girl. Now everything will be fine in just a moment. The best thing for the faints is a nice cold shower bath. Now, you'll feel fine in a minute.
Oh, Godfrey! Godfrey! Come back here! Godfrey! Where are you? Godfrey! Godfrey! Irene! Stop running around all wet. Oh, Mother! Oh, Mother! He loves me! What? Godfrey loves me! He put me in the shower! Godfrey loves me! He loves me! He puts me in the shower! Oh, Godfrey!
The curtain falls on the second act of My Man Godfrey. We pause for station identification. This is SBCT, South Baldwin Community Theater at the Erie Meyer Performing Arts Center on the Columbia Broadcasting System. It's the following afternoon. In the Bullock living room, Carlo strums idly on the piano, while Mrs. Bullock and Cornelia listen inattentively. Mr. Bullock, entering from the hall, surveys the scene gloomily. Cicciornia, oh Cicciornia, oh Cicciornia, oh Cicciornia. Shut up! What?
What did you say?
I told him to shut up.
Well, I never.
And you can shut up with him. And you too, Cornelia.
I didn't open my mouth.
Well, don't. Listen and listen carefully, because it hurts me to repeat it. The Bullocks are broke.
What?
I am broke, you are broke, she is broke, and we're all broke. Not only that, but I've been using the company's money for the last month to speculate with, and I've lost. Do you hear that? I've lost. That means I'm an embezzler. Unless I get a hold of a wad of money by the first of the month, I'm going to jail. Now, isn't that an interesting story?
Well, I certainly think it was very foolish of you. You had no right to do it.
An embezzler? And to think I've been a guest in your house? Is there nothing left? Not a cent. Oh, your food and drink have turned to dirt in my mouth. What? That settles it. Carlo, would you like to step into the hall for a minute? What for? Well, I'd like to speak with you as man to man. You have found a way out? Yes, for one of us anyhow. This way, Carlo. Excuse me, please.
Alexander, what are you doing there? Cornelia, what are they doing? Alexander, come here. Come here. What did you say to Carlo?
I said goodbye.
Did he go?
Oh, yes, he left very hurriedly, by the side window.
Alexander, you're cruel.
Did I hear something fall, sir? Yes, you did.
Godfrey, come here. Carlo is gone.
Is he?
But you don't even seem surprised.
I think I've been expecting it. We all have to go sooner or later.
Yes, it's true, isn't it? You're so smart, Godfrey. Maybe you can tell me why Mr. Bullock has to go to jail. Mother!
Well, I'm sure Mr. Bullock doesn't have to go to jail. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, no, sir. You see, I've known for some time, sir, the Bullock interests were in rather a bad way. How did you know that? Oh, I followed the market a bit, so I took the liberty of dabbling in some stock on my own account. Here, sir. Well, what's this? That's most of your stock. I knew it was being dumped on the market, so I sold short.
Shorts? You mean gentlemen's shorts?
Wait a minute. Do you mean that you've been making money while I was losing it? I did it in your interest, sir. I felt I owed your family a debt. I hope I've repaid it. And I may add, some of the money went into a project of my own. I hope you don't mind, sir.
You did all that on $150 a month?
Well, hardly. You see, with the aid of Tommy Gray and Miss Cornelia's pearls. Here, Miss Cornelia.
Oh, Godfrey, you did steal them after all.
Well,
I put the pearls under Godfrey's mattress.
Thank you, Miss Cornelia. I wanted you to say that.
Here, Godfrey. These pearls are rightfully yours.
Oh, no, thank you. I've repaid my debt, and I'm grateful to all of you.
If anyone's indebted, we are, after the way some of us have treated you.
Oh, I've been repaid in many ways. I learned patience from Mr. Bullock. I found Mrs. Bullock at all times, shall we say, amusing.
No, that's very complimentary of you, Godfrey. What good did you find in me, if any?
A great deal. You taught me the fallacy of false pride. You taught me humility.
I don't understand you.
Miss Cornelia, there have been other spoiled children in the world. I happen to be one of them myself. You're a high-spirited girl. I only hope that you will use those high spirits in a more constructive way. And so, goodbye.
Oh, dear.
There goes a great guy.
Hello. Hello, Irene. Well, what's the matter? Nothing. Well, what's the matter with her, Cornelia? I don't know. What's the matter with everybody? Why is everybody crying about?
Godfrey's gone.
Gone where?
He didn't say.
Why didn't you stop him? Why didn't you hold him here? We couldn't. Well, he's not going to get away from me. Where are you going? To the city dump.
Well, this is it, Tommy. Tramp Inn, we call it. A palace of pleasure built on a foundation of tin cans and ashes. How do you like it? Now, just a minute, Godfrey. Is this where my money went? Into a nightclub? Oh, some of yours, all of mine. Come into my office. By the way, what happens to the profits from this place? Well, we're giving food and shelter to 50 people in the winter and giving them employment in the summer. What more do you want? Nothing. But you're the most peculiar butler that I've ever met. Ex-butler. Fired? No, I quit. I felt that foolish feeling coming on again. Oh, you mean Irene. Why don't you marry her? Oh, no, thank you. Being her butler was tough enough.
Well, here. Hello.
Well, Godfrey, you have company. Irene, what are you doing here? Yes, what are you doing here? Don't let him off the hook, Irene.
I won't.
So long, Godfrey.
Oh my, how you fixed this place up, Godfrey. It's much nicer than when I was here before.
Oh, you've noticed that?
Are the Forgotten Men having a party?
Yes, it's their annual reunion.
Well, I saw the mayor out there. Is he one of them too?
Oh, he's the guest of honor.
Oh, it's a lovely view with the bridge and everything. Is the bridge always there?
Most always.
Oh, you have a kitchen. You know, I'm going to like this place. Oh, what's over here? Oh, is this where you sleep?
Oh, that's the general purpose of the room. Any observations?
I think it's very cute, but we'll have to change the wallpaper.
What do you mean, we'll have to change the wallpaper?
Oh, I don't like green wallpaper. It makes me bilious.
Well, you won't have to look at it. You're going home right now.
But I can't go home. I can't, Godfrey.
Now, Irene, see here. You simply just...
Oh, go on and lose your temper. I love it when you lose your temper.
Oh, why can't you let me alone?
Because you're my responsibility and someone has to take care of you.
I can take care of myself.
You can't look me in the eye and say that. You love me and you know it. And you know there's no sense in struggling with a thing when it's got you. It's got you, and that's all there is to it. It's got you.
May I come in?
Oh, Mayor Cortland.
Mr. Gray said there are a couple of people in here who wanted to get married. Are you it?
Yes, we're it, Mr. Mayor Cortland.
Irene.
Well, you can marry us without a license?
Without a license, well, it might get me into a lot of trouble, but I guess I've known your family long enough to take a chance. Does your father know about this?
Well, everybody knows about it except Godfrey. Come on, Godfrey, we're all set.
Join hands, please. No, wait. Listen, Irene. We can't do this.
Stand still, Godfrey. It'll all be over in a minute.
Oh. we'll have the cast coming out through this and starting to take their bows. Our sponsors, the makers of Lux Flakes, join me in inviting you to be with us for our next production, Songs of the South, coming up on thus and such date. And please return again next year for the SBCT Radio Theater Festival.